Kathy.
Because my phone's blown up. Okay, Ms. Murch, we need to get those cameras ASAP.
Yes, I'm going to message the lady back right now and give her Russ's info like you had given me.
Okay, somebody tell me how to share this TikTok live to somebody on a text message on their phone.
Hit the share button.
Okay, so what you do, you hit the share button, and then there'll be like a chain link that says copy link. Then what you do is you go into the text message, and you just paste it into the text message. Bounty Hunter, I know that you are telling people to stay out of the house. Just so you are aware, Russ, Grandma's son, who owns the property, is also telling people they do not have permission to be in there. He is very upset.
They are a bunch of morons. Let me tell you who it is searching that property. It's people that could never make a freaking hair on a real detective's ass, and they're trying to play internet detective because they're getting clicks and likes. They're disgusting. At first, I was like, oh, cool, they're doing a good job. And then they have to go in the house. What? Excuse me? Get out of there.
They have no business doing that. No. They do not have permission. You know, everybody last night saw.
Way up as soon as they walked a foot in that house. You see how many views they got? So everybody.
Yes. Girl. Oh, what was funny though is as soon as they stepped foot in that house, it cut out.
Yes. I think that's telling them something. They don't need to be in the house. They are not police officers. They are not detectives. They're not private investigators. They are random Joe Blows off the fucking street that do not need to be messing with what could potentially be a crime scene.
And they want to use the protesters as their way to get into the house. Did you hear how they're talking about the protesters?
I know, and then I got told to shut the fuck up.
And that guy that was there, that guy that has been protesting with us the last 2 days, talking crap about them, tells them, yeah, I know, I've been here the last 2 nights. Not a very peaceful protest, was it? They were pretty loud. Excuse me? Excuse me?
Peaceful does not mean quiet. Peaceful means we're not going over to your house and knocking on your door. Peaceful means that we're not inciting violence. Peaceful means that we're not throwing things at you when you come to the street. They should not be on the property. They should not be in the house. They are acting like they are detectives, and they are not. They are hindering an investigation.
They're going to end up getting themselves in trouble because they don't have permission to be on the property.
Breaking news, let me tell you, I am in very close contact with Russ. He will be in here. He will tell you himself. And the law is on their way out there right now.
They are impeding an investigation. They're all going to get slapped with charges for tampering with evidence and impeding an investigation.
And the
You're cutting out again.
Others. And Brad saying that his grandma's disturbed, that's a bold-faced lie, too.
Exactly. No, we talked to
Brad
grandma.
is saying protesters are disturbing his grandma.
Exactly, Caleb. That's exactly what it is. They want to be the first person to find something and be like, oh, look what I found. You know how morbid and disgusting and disturbing that is?
Exactly. Just like the people that are battling while talking about it, that's disturbing.
And Brad want people in and out of that house.
Yes, because then they can say that people ruined it. They can say, oh, well, that wasn't there before. Oh, so-and-so came in here, so they must have brought that in with them.
Crossroads, bring the biggest crowd you could possibly ever bring with you.
Oh, I'm going back. I am going back. You want to sit and talk smack about the protesters? The protesters have done more than anyone.
Not only that, but the only reason that Russ wasn't calling the police is because somebody told them that Mouthy was there. Russ did not give anybody else permission to be there. Once Russ found out.
Russ will come in here and tell you all. He was told I was there. And he does not want anybody on the property. He was going to if I was there or if he was there. So people can spit my name out their mouth and quit telling people false information.
Yes. Mouthy is not out there. Mouthy is sitting at home because we have been out there the last 2 days. We've driven over 10 hours away. We've driven over 10 hours back and forth. Mouthy and Miz are not out there.
Hold on, because I'm not shady. Miss Moreland, you're not coming in a box. If you come to a box, I will delete and block my own daughter and my own niece. Absolutely not. Because you are a box hopper, and I'm going to call it as I see it. 1 minute you like somebody, the next minute you don't. Okay, so let's get that straight. Second of all, bounty hunter, if you want a box at any given time, you are welcome to have a box.
The way that Bounty has done it, I fully believe in. Bounty has kept everything quiet. He's only let loose what needs to be let loose. And he doesn't try and go on live and get fame. He's not here for the clicks. I appreciate and respect Bounty. So Bounty is allowed in my live whenever, however, if he wants in the box, if he doesn't want in the box, whichever.
Miss Moreland, you are a box hopper. Remember, you're on the internet. We can see everything you're doing.
But the point is,
Let me put it out there.
nobody.
He is professional about it. He is not
Yes.
saying, I'll give you a TikTok shout out if you want to see Amy. And he's not there pointing cameras in people's face to ask not to be on camera. He's being very professional, keeping everything low key. He's only speaking when he feels that he needs to speak. So, a round of applause for Bounty Hunter.
Bounty, honestly, felon or not, that means nothing to me. People change. People work hard to make their life different. So whether you are or not makes no difference to me.
Bounty, how can we believe anything Steph says anyways when she's sitting on here talking about Rebecca while she's battling to get the gifts?
Exactly.
Just saying.
Exactly. So the point of this live right here, because I have a headache, I was not going to go live, but I know that Russ is very upset and he wants to speak his piece. The point of this live is that nobody should be on that property. Technically, Brad and Courtney aren't allowed on the property either. But being the cops have washed their hands with that situation, there's nothing Russ can do. Russ is tired of the situation. We talked with him. My mother talked with him at length yesterday. Grandma at length from yesterday. So the point of this is, I know, Jolynn, and people are not supposed to be searching. Many people have been told to not be searching, especially in the house.
Not only are they not to be searching, they shouldn't be on the property. They're trespassing. They're going to cost themselves a charge.
Yes. Exactly, Britt. They should not have gone into that house.
Woods in the swamps and everything searching. It was until the point that they had to take it a step further and go into the house so they could get more views.
Yes.
That's where it shows a clear.
Yes. Yes.
I'm going to be a cash cow.
And then to get into the house, they trash talk the protest.
Yes. And then I was told to shut the fuck up when I got in the box and said, no, we were not disrespecting Grandma. Grandma knows what we're doing.
I love TikTok Shop.
Love TikTok Shop.
Yes, they are contaminating evidence. They are being set up to be the reason that there is no case. That would be like, I mean, God forbid, somebody being murdered in my house and me saying, okay, whole neighborhood, come take a look. That's ridiculous.
That word.
I'm going to put this out there, and I don't care who's screen recording, so go ahead and get ready. I'll give you a second to get your little screen recorders up. But if anybody messes with Grandma, I adopted her as my grandma now. Anybody messes with her and I get a phone call, I can promise you it's going to take me less than 2.5 hours to get there. And I promise you're going to see how an angry person reacts. People are taking it way too far. They're losing the focus. There's absolutely no reason to go on anybody's property, especially a home.
Yes.
And potentially make it so there is no case.
So many people are so pissed off. And they know that they know what Jack is doing is wrong. I will name drop. Everybody knows who we're talking about. Jack should have never stepped foot into that house. She should have never stepped foot onto that property. She was not given permission by the property owner. People can say that Brad and Courtney gave her permission all they want. They are not the property owners. There is no legal paperwork that says they own that property. It is currently actually in the middle of probate court, so nobody should even be there.
I've seen this comment a couple times, so I'm just going to address it. We're not talking about other creators, especially other creators that are money grabbing and getting the clicks and the views. That's not what this is about.
Oh, I'm sure she did, Jolyn. People are pissed. They are not detectives. They are not private investigators. They are not the police. They are Joe Blows off the street thinking that they know something that they don't. They are trying to get a name for themselves. They are just messing up this investigation. Is there a reason for it? No. Other than clicks, views, and money.
And Brad is not even supposed to be on there because he is a registered SO.
He even said he does not live there. He has no legal right to tell anybody that they can go into that house. Neither does Courtney. That would be like my neighbor telling somebody they can just walk into my house. No, you can't. And I'm honestly sick and tired of beating around the bush with these people, thinking that they're just doing the Lord's work. No, and that goes for all the other creators that are asking for money.
Here, I'll be the bad guy. Allie, that everybody's all gung-ho, praising her. She's doing the greatest job out there.
No. Please, I know you're mad. We do not want to name drop. It is what it is. People will find out on their own who each person is.
Well, I will name drop Jack. Everybody knows that's who it is. She's the only one doing it. So yes, she is name dropped. And I don't care about that one. This is my account. If I want to get bananaed on this account, that's fine.
Hey, it's your platform. If you want to name drop, go ahead.
No,
I don't like that. I don't like the name dropping. I'm gonna drop out of the box.
Because I don't care. What Jack just did by stepping foot into that house was messed up, and she should have never stepped foot in that house. She's not a detective. Jack is not a cop. None of that. She is just some random Joe Blow off the street.
And I back it 100%, except for we didn't need the name. If you know, you know. That's where it gets twisted.
But people don't know. People don't know that she doesn't have permission. People think that what she's doing is good. People are eating it up and think that it's okay. And it's not, and something needs to be said.
Well, technically, she did have permission. Right now, Courtney lives in that home. So Courtney has the right to give somebody permission. I'm not saying it's right by
the homeowner.
I'm not, it don't matter. She don't have to be the homeowner. If you rent property,
she's not renting. It's been confirmed. Okay. They're squatting.
Okay, we get that, but she has possession of the home right now. Bounty Hunter, you can back me up on this. She has possession of that home right now. So being she has possession, whether she's paying or she screwed somebody out of it or whatever, she has possession of that home. She can give permission to people to go in that home. I'm not saying what she's doing is right by going into the home. I think it's definitely wrong, but I also don't think you should be name dropping, but that's just my opinion.
And that's fine. But I 100% believe
I told everybody probably 10, 15 minutes ago that the cops were on the way to Grandma's. Absolutely 100%. And Russ did the right thing.
Yes.
That's what he should have done.
Regardless, it should have never happened. And the fact that people are rooting her on in her comments is sick and twisted. What if they would have found something and then they just destroyed it?
Well, they definitely did that by going into the house, and that if it ever has to come to a jury trial or something, and
they can't use it.
He rule in the case, yeah, that's gonna be really, really hard for anybody to prove. That's right, and that's sad.
Yes, it is. It's very sad.
So then that just leads me back to, where is people's hearts? Are they trying to find Becca?
Hold on, Malfi. How did they destroy it? Because if something happened in that house and they have 12 people walking in and out of that house, what happens to all that evidence? because they're walking on the floors where something could have happened. They are touching things, so their DNA is mixing with other people's DNA. That's how. They should have never went in there. She's not a detective. She's not a cop. She's just a Joe Blow off the street. The difference is those people live there, so their DNA is already in there, and they're the ones that are suspected of stuff. They're not random people off the street putting in more DNA and more tracks. That's the difference. Exactly. I get it, Haley. I'm just very upset. This is a very messed up, demented situation. I know who's coming in and out on a live trying to make money off of it, Blue. That's what I know. Because I've seen it with my own eyes. That's what I know. I know somebody is walking into that house on a live stream, recording it for hundreds of people to see and send her gifts and send her likes and send her follows. The people that live there, you're right. I don't know who they have coming in and out, but I know who walked in there.
I'm getting word that on her live, she's saying that the protesters left a bunch of garbage by the fire.
That when we left, the garbage was picked up, and we asked everybody to make sure that they picked up the rest of their garbage. There should be no garbage.
As a matter of fact, it was being
You
put
will
in
have
white
to ask the one that was on live that was there after we left, because it was her and about 4 or 5 other people. Now, what they did after we left, I don't know, but we picked up our garbage, and I even found a local that would take the garbage home.
Yes. We actually brought trash bags from home, so that way that didn't happen.
We even hung them on your car mirrors so that people could just throw their stuff right into it. They didn't have to pick it up or nothing.
No, Brian, me and Mouthy and Bree, we live over 2 hours away. Me and Mouthy live 2.5 hours, and Bree lives almost 4 hours away. So we spent the last 2 days out there. We were out there last night for about 6 or 7 hours, and we were out there the night before for about 5 hours. And it's a 5-hour round trip for me and Mouthy.
But listen, girls, I'm not trying to be rude to you guys. You know I love yous. I'm just saying there is no need for us to get nasty and name drop, because they are going, you give them a little bit and they're going to hang themselves with it. Okay. They're showing their true colors on their own. We don't have to be dirty people and do that. They can do it on their own.
And this is where we can agree to disagree. I believe name dropping her was not a dirty move. She name dropped herself by putting it on live. So, any other creator, sure, whatever, I won't name drop. But that one specifically, 100%, because that was disgusting what she did.
No, but
Am I going to call out the other ones?
Every other platform, and people arguing back and forth, and this person said this, and then they come in here, this person said that. That, to me, that's when I shut off the internet. I don't get back on. If people want to keep it factual, and if you don't like somebody, you don't name them, you just move on with it. You know how we've been doing it. I'd love to see it stay that way. You're the only one.
I understand. And like I said, other creators, no, whatever. They want to do whatever they're going to do. That one specifically, 100%, people need to know that wasn't right. That was disgusting. And I'll go as far as to say I wouldn't follow somebody like that.
Absolutely not. But we also wouldn't follow any cash cows either.
No.
So, I don't know. I'm just saying, please don't do no more name dropping. If you do, I will not come up in a box with you again. And you're my own daughter.
The one creator that I will name drop is her. And that's why I said it the one time. Whoever wanted to record it could have recorded it. I said it the one time, and that's all I need to say. Because it was disgusting and morbid, and how disrespectful.
Okay, I have to talk to you about that subject for a minute. I have a creator messaging me, and I'm not saying a word, just so that you know who she is. She got bananaed. Okay. She's messaging me and saying Grandma won't answer the door. I'm not responding, and anybody that I told where what's going on with Grandma, don't respond, please. That's not my information to share with anybody.
And
If
of course
she's
it's
not
not.
answering the door, if she's not answering the door, there's a reason why she's not answering the door. If you know, you know. Don't repeat it, please. That's all I want to say.
Exactly. Watching her walk into that house made me sick to my stomach. Absolutely made me sick to my stomach. How disrespectful and disgusting do you have to be to do that? Yes, Brian. Exactly, Poppy. They are not law enforcement. They're not a detective. They're not a private investigator.
Okay, can I ask you, because facts, please don't just tell me what you think I want to hear, because I don't want to hear anything but the truth.
Okay.
Are the cops knocking on Grandma's door, or is it protest or searchers? Can somebody just answer that quickly? Because if it's the police knocking, I can have that solved in 2 seconds. But if it is a searcher asking, then I will
They're
not.
saying it's cops.
Okay, I'll be right back, Miss Merch.
Okay. But yes, how disgusting, how disrespectful to go walk into a potential crime scene and traipse around like you are somebody when you know you're nobody. You and your whatever amount of followers mean nothing when it comes to that. That's disgusting. I don't care if I was paid $1 million. I would not walk my ass into that house. They are being set up. The reason that they are letting her walk into that house is because they know that it's going to destroy or cause confusion in anything that could be used as evidence. That's why they're letting her touch stuff. That's why she has no mask, no gloves, no nothing. Isn't that crazy? Yes, it is gross and it's sensationalized. That word. I'm so mad. I can't even pronounce big words right now. But yes, it is wrong. It is disgusting. It is morbid. And you are sick in the head for doing that. You're sick in the head for wanting to do that. What if you had saw something? Whether she touched it or not, moving stuff, everything. Disgusting. And I stand on that. That is absolutely disgusting. Whether the police have been in and out of that house before or not, still disgusting. You don't go traipsing around a potential crime scene. No, I was not. I was not encouraging it in her live. No, what I said was nobody is having permission to go on that property. Absolutely not. I was not encouraging it. Did I watch it when she was first there sitting in her car? Yeah, I was watching her talk in her car. Absolutely. Because I've never seen one of her lives before. Did I leave when she was walking through the house? Absolutely, because I'm not going to give her my view or my like or anything like that because that's disgusting. Did I pipe in at the beginning when she was talking to Brad before she went into the house? I'm a concerned, I have no authority over the property. Can I say that that's absolutely disgusting that she did that? Yes. Can I say that she just potentially contaminated a crime scene? Yes. The owner of the property has said that she cannot go in there. The owner of the property is the one that had called the cops that are next door right now. Because she walked in. Why would you walk into a potential crime scene, giving your prints, giving your footprints, letting your hair fly around? You know hair just comes out. If you don't see what she did as wrong, you can leave my live. because I don't want people, I don't care that you know why they allowed her in there? So that way they could say, oh, well, so-and-so was in here. Oh, well, so-and-so was in there. That's why. Skin cells, hair, footprints, everything. I don't care if they said that she could go in there. It was disgusting. She's not a police officer. Yes, go ahead, Missy. You are welcome to. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Exactly. And if she did contaminate something, then guess what? She is going to be in trouble for contaminating a crime scene. You know what, Jeffrey? You can have a great day. Have the day you deserve, buddy. Disgusting. People that think that what she did was right, disgusting. If you have any, ounce of morality, you know that what she did was wrong. She's making it about her life. She's doing it for the likes and the views and the comments and the money and the followers. Disgusting. The cops are out there right now, next door, Angel. So, she said she was going to do a search. Do a search. But not in the house. Exactly, Florida. And I hope that if she tampered with something, if she left any amount of DNA or anything, she's charged. That was not her right to go in there. That was disgusting and morbid. Absolutely not. And then for her to sit there and bash the protesters in front of everybody. Lulu, honestly, if the cops search the house, I actually have no idea if the cops have actually searched the house yet. People have said they have, people have said they haven't, so I don't know. But whether they have or not, no random person off the road needs to go in and record on a live stream for thousands of people to watch and contaminate. Whether they search the house or not, she's still putting off DNA with her hair, her skin cells, her footprints, everything. No, she doesn't care. She just wants her 5 minutes of fame. That's what it is. Yes, clicks and views. She's trying to profit off of this tragedy. Disgusting. And I'm getting reports that she turned her comments off because people were pissed at her. I don't know because I'm not in there. I understand that they would rule her out, Angel, but it's a simple fact that why would you even want that? Disgusting. Why would you even want to go in there? No, she did go inside. I watched her for just a short minute while she was inside, and she was asking Brad to move a rug.
Okay. So here's the thing. I just got off the phone with Grandma. I talked to her myself. She would like all of you good TikTok people to know her and Brad are so close. You don't even know how old she is. She's not 87. She's 84. And if this continues on, I will be the one that you will all be seeing on live. I will be in a rocking chair on Grandma's porch. And I'm going to put a sign out there that says, Grandma moved. Welcome to Mouthy's place. Everybody needs to leave Grandma alone. She didn't answer the door for a reason, and the cops know why she didn't answer. Because she lives next to a bunch of crazy people, for one. But anything that Brad said about Grandma being upset and blah, 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 that is false. 100% false. The only thing Grandma is afraid of is them people. They give her no peace. But yeah, so I'm just letting you know that everything that they were saying on that live pertaining to Grandma is false. Russ is trying to figure out how to get into this live, and he will verify it himself. And to the creator, and I am not a name dropper, but to the creator that keeps blowing my phone up right now, wanting to do this and wanting to do that and wants to link up with me. Absolutely not in a million years will I link up with you. I have also made it a point to tell the people that are involved not to link up with you. I do not trust you. If I do not trust you, you should be thankful that I do not name drop and I am not that shady. You are not going to be cash cowing over innocent people and elderly people. Do not contact me again. And I am asking you very, very nicely. If you are that dumb and you cannot understand when someone deletes you and does not follow you, that means they want no contact with you. Could you please get a little bit smarter and take the words coming out of my mouth right now as a sign? I do not want any contact with you. I do not need people's money. I have a good heart.
Yes,
God
Missy.
pay
Yes,
me.
Missy. Grandma does still need cat food.
Grandma still needs cat food and dog food, please. There is, what's the lady's name that was going to collect it for me? Do you remember?
Country.
Country will be at the protest. Well, you could do Country or what's Lungs' name?
Crossroads.
Crossroads. If you can bring cat food or dog food to any of the protests, you can leave it with one of them, and they will make sure that it gets to Grandma, because I will be in touch with them and I will make sure that they know how to get it to Grandma's house. And when I say Grandma, she's not literally my grandma. I adopted the lady. She don't even know me. I just have a heart and I feel really, really bad for her.
She said that her phone was dying, so as soon as she gets it charged and gets back on TikTok, Missy, she will accept your request.
Mouthy, do you want me
Yes,
to send it
and
to you?
please let me reiterate: don't send any creator, any TikToker that is asking for money. Please do not send any money, CAs, Venmos, nothing like that. Do not send them money. They don't need it.
Okay, real quick. Tiana, hey love. I love you and miss you. Okay, so listen. How stupid, and anybody that's been in here knows I keep telling people about the cash cows, right? I don't call them out by name. But how stupid do you have to be to message somebody that is totally against anybody making any kind of money off this?
So enter the chat.
To message them, you have to be pretty dumb to message somebody, and I'm mind blown, to be honest.
Real quick, I was on another live and they're saying that Mouthy said that she can get permission for them to enter the property. Can we just clarify that real quick on what you actually said, Mouthy?
Okay, so technically I could get permission to go on the property. I could. Or I could get somebody else permission to go on the property if Russ, which is the son of Grandma, was there. But ain't nobody going on the property unless Russ is there, to be honest. It's not safe. Who would want their 84-year-old mom's property to have a bunch of strangers that are just out there to be cash cows? I would not let my mom, my grandma, my daughter, my brother, my sister, or my neighbor have strangers on their property just so they could make $1. Absolutely
not.
Thank you for clarifying.
If Russ is in the chat, if he can just type something, I can invite him into the box so that way everyone can hear from his own voice that he does not want people there.
I did see his name pop up that he joined.
Awesome, Chachi. Thank you so much.
I
Send you what
appreciate
I was
what's the
talking
name.
about.
I sprinkle truth. Oh, I love your name, but I appreciate that. But it took way more than me. We are just Becca's voice. I appreciate every single person that was there. And I sprinkle, you had to have been there just because of your comments. I'm assuming that you were there. I appreciate everyone. I really do. If you were there for the right reason, I couldn't thank you enough.
Chachi, thank you so much for the posters. We know you're busy with preparations for what you got going on this week. You are amazing. We love you. You're doing great. Dog, yes, there is another protest tonight at 4 p.m. Crossroads and Caleb will be there. A bunch of other people will be there. Mouthy and myself are not able to make it there because it is a 5-hour round trip drive. So,
But this is not about me or Miss
no.
Merch. Even if we are not there, we
Yes.
encourage you to be there for us.
Yes, please. If you can show up and you can be peaceful and follow the guidelines and say what needs to be said for Becca, please come. If you are coming to cause trouble or go onto their property or shine lights at their house, stay home because that's not needed.
Crossroads did say that she plans on getting there around 3, I believe. And she did say that if people need rides, to reach out to her.
Lulu, Crossroads said that she will be going live. I don't know if she's going to go live on her own or if she's going to hop in a box with me. But keep an eye out. I will share it out to whoever when she does go live.
And listen, please pay attention. If somebody is crowdsourcing for any type of monetary values, do not do it. If you want to donate for the fence for grandma, could you please let me or Miss Merch or somebody know? Do not send even anything to us. I will give you the direct person to send that to.
Yes, when you go to the protest, you have to stand behind the white line on the opposite side of the road of Courtney's. The opposite side of the road is all state land. That is where you are allowed to stand. Stay out of the road. Do not be flashing lights at their house. Don't leave your garbage everywhere. Stay loud but peaceful. A peaceful protest does not mean a quiet protest. A peaceful protest means you are not antagonizing them. You are not threatening them. You are not going over onto their property. You are not engaging with them.
And Brad, out of his own mouth, said that the protest is bothering him. The noise is bothering him.
And it should.
The more we continue,
That's the point.
the more we can bother.
Somebody put Crossroads' name in the chat, please, so people can follow her. And also, if you are out there to protest, please, 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 if someone asks you to mute or turn your camera away from them, please do so. Unless it is Brad or Courtney, because that's why we're out there protesting. If it's Brad and Courtney, then go ahead, record them all you want. It's more pressure on them. But if a neighbor or some random comes up, or even a protester says, I don't want to be on camera, have enough respect not to put them on camera.
Yes.
Introduce yourself to one another. Make everybody feel like a group. Don't let anybody feel singled out.
Yes.
If you feel like there's a bad apple in the bunch, politely and kindly just tell them, we're here. This is our group, and you are not going by what we would like. We're not going to associate with you. You can't kick them off the state property, but you don't have to be a part of the group.
If anybody has any issues while you are there, look for Caleb. You cannot miss him. He's a very big, tall guy. And look for Crossroads, which is Caleb's sister. They are the ones to talk to. They have been out there since day one. They will continue to be out there when they can. Caleb has no problem if you are having an issue telling someone where to go.
And also, Lulu, you're right. You're not going into their house through their things. No, we are going through their house with our voices. Our voices are powerful. Our voices are for Becca.
The first night, it sounded like a concert in their house because they were trying to drown us out with music, and it was not working. We turned our music up louder. We turned our voices up louder.
And honestly, if I was there and the protest was going on, I am all for it. I'm probably, well, I'm not the loudest. We know Lungs got her name for a reason, but if grandma walked out on her porch even to feed her cats, I'm going to ask everybody to be quiet until she's done doing what she needs to do, because grandma has nothing to do with this. Grandma don't even associate with them people. So have respect for grandma while you're out there, please. If somebody goes on grandma's property, you just, as nicely as you can, but to the point, get off grandma's property. You don't have permission. Nobody here has permission to be on grandma's property. Step off grandma's property. You're not supposed to be across the road. Turn your lights off. You don't have to be rude about it, but you can say it with authority, because we're there to do what's right. We're not there to cause problems. We're there to do what's right. And the right thing to do is make them uncomfortable. Them as in
Courtney and Brad.
Yes.
And to clear up the rumors that are being said that grandma's bothered by us, no. Grandma loves the protesters being out there. She said she feels safe with all the protesters out there because she knows Brad and Courtney won't mess with her while people are out there. She appreciates what we're doing. She understands why we're doing it. She is not bothered one bit by it.
Somebody asked if grandma needs anything. Grandma can use cat and dog food. She needs a fence so that she can have some privacy from these people, and she needs cameras.
Cameras and spotlights.
We already think, I don't want to get too much stuff. I think we already have someone that's buying the cameras. So please, nobody buy cameras right now. Let's see if this lady that offered comes through, and we'll go with her cameras. Okay, I don't want 100 set of cameras going there, because then they're going to be like, what are we going to do with all these? So we have one person that wants to get grandma cameras, which Russell, he can watch the cameras from anywhere he's at. That's great. Okay, so what we should do is the privacy fence, them panels cost about, if I'm guessing, anywhere between $30 and $40 a panel. I think they come in 6-foot sections. If we could just get 1 or 2 people to go in on a section, and we probably need about 40 sections at least. That would be amazing. We already have people that will install them. We actually have a guy that does fence work, and he's willing to do the work. So if we can just get people to donate the fences, and if you want to bring sections of privacy fence to the protest, bring them, and I will make sure that her son is there to show you where to put them. I promise you, I will get a hold of him and say, hey, there's people dropping off fence sections for grandma. Can you get over there? I guarantee you he will get over there, shake your hand, and tell you thank you. This is very, very important that we protect grandma.
Poppy, that is so generous, and I'm sure grandma would love it and use it if you have it to give. That's so kind. Thank you so much. Lulu, I don't know how delivery works out there. It's a very, very small town. I would have to ask one of the locals how that works. Because I'm not sure. They don't have like big chains or anything like that out there.
I also want to clarify just one time. I
did you guys say he was in the chat?
Yes.
Bree said that she saw him, but I asked him to type a comment so that way I could get him in the box. I don't see him.
I haven't seen him comment, but I did see him join the live.
Well, I do know that he's busy too. His phone is blowing up. I feel so sorry for grandma and her son.
But
yeah.
He'll be up here. Just give him a minute. He'll get up here. Maybe if you look through your chat log, see who's in here, and send him an invite to join, that might help him too.
That's the thing, is I can't find him.
I just want to say Russell is not the only one that said nobody is to be trespassing onto that property. I witnessed the police officer tell everybody out searching they are not to enter anybody's property without the property owner's permission. There's no he said, she said, he explained. It has to come from the property owner.
And they are not the owners. They may live there, but they do not own it.
If you're looking at Rich and Courtney's house, it's not theirs, but if you're looking at the house that they dwell in, you will see a sign that says keep out, and it's got like a very flimsy, I call it a rabbit fence. I don't know. It don't really
a little snow fence.
Yeah. Okay, so from the keep outside all the way over to grandma's and all the way back, that's grandma's property. Her property line runs right up to their porch. And that house is actually in court proceedings right now. So technically, nobody's even supposed to be living there right now, especially Brad, because Brad is a registered SO and he is not registered for that address. And there is a minor that lives there.
Correct.
So again, Brad's not even supposed to be there. But if we can be respectful of grandma and her property and help her, let's help her get a little bit of peace, a peace of mind, even if we can get that fence going, you guys. I have people, I don't care if there's 1 or 2 sections a day being delivered, we'll put them 1 or 2 sections a day up. As they're delivered, we'll get them up.
And to reiterate, nobody should be going into that house.
Have a Home Depot or a Menard, and this would be a safe way to donate. I can call and see if we can get something set
Caleb's
up.
in here. You can ask him.
We can call and see if we can get something set up where if people call to donate sections of the fence or money towards the section of the fence, that it goes directly towards that fence and they can go up there and get it. I don't know, we could figure something out, but I can't stress enough how we need to get that fence up.
This is crazy, the way that people are turning this into a circus. And I can only imagine how worse it would be if nobody checked these people. If everyone just kept praising them in their comment section. Thank you, Lulu. Have a great day.
And listen, this protest has gotten them to do lie detector tests. This protest has got me to meet some amazing people. Grandma, Russell, Lisa, they're amazing.
Caleb, Crossroads, Chachi.
Yes. If we would not have went out there and did this protest, we wouldn't have known who grandma was. We would have had to believe what Brad was saying, and that's his grandma, blah, blah, blah. We wouldn't have known. So the protest has helped in more ways than one. And I am proud of every single one of them.
Yes. Very proud. It's crazy to me that people are still saying that what we did what everybody did was a bad idea. Well, if standing on the side of the road, yelling at people because they aren't telling the truth is a bad idea, then I love bad ideas. Because the only thing that we got accomplished is what we wanted. They are being coerced into doing lie detector tests. They are being forced to face reality, face that people aren't going away, face that people did care about Becca, and they can't just sweep this under the rug. The pressure is on, people. They liked getting all that attention when they were sitting on TikTok Live and spinning whatever stories they wanted. Well, now they aren't liking the attention so much. They thought that it was going to be this cool thing where they got to sit on the comfy couch and just sit there and chit-chat and talk about what happened and get to spin whatever lies they wanted. And now they're not comfy. Now they're uncomfortable. They have to turn up their music so loud, so they have to drown us out.
Rather they're putting people on wild goose chases or not, we got them out of the comfort of their home.
Exactly. They are now under eyes. They weren't under eyes before. They are now. Thank you for everything, Poppy. Celeste, send me a DM right now, and I will, as soon as I get off, I will send you the flyers to print off.
Oh, my Lanta, I cannot see anybody type in. I'm going to have to go out and come back in. I feel bad now. I thought I was ignoring people, I guess. I'll be right back.
Okay. So, I appreciate everybody who came out the last 2 nights. I appreciate everybody who is going to continue to go out. I appreciate the people that are following the rules or the guidelines. They're not even rules, just the guidelines that we have set to keep everyone safe and make it so we don't keep the popos' jobs harder. That's all appreciated.
Who is
So I just
Poppy?
want to give a
You
big
don't
shout
have
out
to
to
say
those
their
people.
real name. Did we meet Poppy? Because
We met Poppy. I don't remember what her real name was though.
do you
So
have her number to call or text? Because I guess
she sent it to you, she said.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're gonna have to come over here at some point. And just so everybody knows, I am not a big social media, what do they call a creator. I barely even know how to get on here. So I'm not ignoring people. I know I have lots of followers. I don't follow back because honestly, I don't know how. And you guys would probably be really bored following me.
Yeah, this is not like my shtick. If you look at my TikTok, I play video games and post little clippets of it. That's my shtick. So it's not like I'm some true crime junkie that's out to make a quick buck. So just so everybody knows, that's not usually what I do.
Boring. I cook, I clean. I love my grandkid, and I love my kids and my husband. And
I get
there's my life story. I am a boring person.
I get bored and make a TikTok. That's about all. Once in a while. You're lucky if you get one a year.
So we just heard about Becca's case. We heard about Becca's story, and we were just moved to get involved however we could. So
I go to church, but I do believe in God. And I also believe that we are all God's kids. Whether I like somebody or not, it is God's child. I just don't understand why some people are more evil than the other. But I love everybody, especially when it comes to kids. I don't care whose kid it is. I'm going to treat them just like they were mine. If I'm at a park and we're having a birthday party at a park and there's a kid there looking like he's sad and lonely and don't have anybody, well, guess what? He's now invited to the birthday party. That's just the person I am.
Jen, as for the searches outside, the police said what they said. If people want to listen to that or not, that is on them. I'm not going to condemn or condone it either way. What I'm mostly upset about is the person who went inside. That
What I'm
was,
mostly upset about is clout chasing
yes,
and going onto somebody else's property without the permission.
yes,
What I don't like is the clout chasing, the cash cows, or them entering property they don't have permission for.
yes. So if people want to go out on state land and do that whatever, that's on them. We know what the officers have asked people not to do and to do. So that's on them. As for going into the house, absolutely not. That was disgusting. That was sick. That was morbid. Absolutely not. I condemn that 100%, 1000%. And anybody who agrees with that decision is sick
Hold
and
on.
twisted as well.
I condemn that 100%. Hey, Lungs, are you in here? Lungs. And anybody who agrees with that decision?
Are you watching me on a different
I was
device?
just gonna say that same thing.
I am lagging. Can you hear me now? Am I in real
Completely
time?
playing it on two devices.
You might have to come back in. You might have to even come back in. Just leave the box and come back. Yes, absolutely, Jen. Going into that house was absolutely not okay.
What the heck? Is this better?
Yeah, way
A
better.
lot better.
Okay, so in the one chat that we have, you guys,
Yeah.
did you see what Lungs wrote? Is
No,
somebody
I don't.
saying
I'm not in that chat.
you left it?
No, I was never in it.
Yes, you were. You started it. That's how I got in there.
No, you started it on your phone. I added you, Bree, Lungs, and Jeep.
Yep.
But that's okay. Bree knows how to add me, and she can add me to the group.
Okay, because is somebody saying that you're not allowed to protest anymore? Because that's a false statement.
You are legally allowed to protest.
Okay, but hold on. You will understand when you see it. Why I'm
Okay.
asking. I'm just lost. I'm
No,
not
that
saying that
wasn't-
somebody said it. I'm just saying, did somebody say it?
Well,
No, nobody said that. The
Not
only
that
thing
I'm
that
aware
was said
of.
about it is when you know who went into the house. She was telling Brad and them that she's not a part of the protest. She can ask them not to go out tonight, blah, blah, blah. The only thing the cop said was nobody's to go onto property. They do not have permission from the homeowner
Okay, Bree,
to go
hold
onto
on.
the property.
Hold on one second.
Look at the link that was just posted in there. I'm sorry, I am not up with this social media stuff. I
That's
just go
fine.
out here for truth.
Let me address something real quick. Bounty, a lot of people had thought that, but when we were out the first night, the 4 officers that we spoke to said that we were perfectly fine. We were well within our rights to do what we were doing as long as we stayed out of the road and on state land. We also talked to the officers last night. Nobody called them out last night. They just knew that we were out there and they were just coming to check on the progress of things and make sure everyone was behaving. And they also said that we were perfectly fine doing what we were doing. They never mentioned needing a permit, anything like that.
First night, the officer thanked us for practicing our First Amendment rights.
Yes, he appreciated and understood what we were doing.
Oh, and Bounty, I know you messaged me, but I don't know how to find that.
If you're on live, Mom, you're not going to be able to see it. You'll have to wait till you get off.
Okay.
So, but yes. Jolyn said now that she's been watching, her FYP is full of this, so that's good. Yes, the law enforcement does support the protests. They have said that they appreciate it and they understand why we are doing it.
Side note, this is personal, but I don't really care. Hey, Ms. Merch, I wanted to let you know your brother got a payment towards what he owed him.
Oh, good. It's a legal way to make sure they don't pack up and leave. Yes, exactly. Now they have eyes on them. Now people, they can't say something's happening that's not happening or is happening because people have eyes on them.
Said to me just before he thanked me for practicing my First Amendment rights. He said, I get what you're trying to do, because I said I'm trying to ruffle feathers. He said, I get what you're trying to do. Ruffle the feathers, because a bird without feathers can't fly. And he's correct.
I gotta get off of here, guys.
Okay. Go ahead and add me in that group chat though.
Oh, have Crossroads do it. I don't know how to do it.
Okay. Bree knows how to do it. Sprinkle, yes, absolutely. We showed up, but we couldn't have done.
Ben's Pooh Bear. I know you probably did not mean anything ill, but please don't put stuff like that in here. I don't want to see that stuff.
Let me grab it real quick, Sprinkle. And I'll put it in the chat in a second. But yes, Sprinkle, but we couldn't have showed up and done that without everybody else showing up with us. Had it just been us, we would have been 2 crazy ladies across the road yelling at a house. The power that this protest has done is because of everybody that showed up, not just me and Mouthy. It's everybody that showed up.
Right. You can't have a football game with only 2 people on the team.
Exactly. Yes, absolutely.
So, Bounty Hunter, I want to address you now. Rather, and I haven't, to be fair, I haven't seen anything negative towards you. But I seen you say something about a felon or whatever. First of all, my daddy dearest, he's got a lot of felonies. He's 67 years old now, but at 67 years old, he bounty hunts. And if you work for a certain person, then you've probably worked with my dad.
Yeah. Bounty doesn't like being in the box butterfly. If he wanted to, then he was more than welcome to. But if he doesn't want to, I'm not going to continue to ask him. But yes, Bounty always has a spot in my live. Whenever
Bonnie, my dad's name starts with an F.
But the point is, Sprinkle, is whether he was or not, that it does not matter, because he is doing good work. He's doing a good thing. I've seen the most godly Christians do terrible things, and I've seen the most ungodly people, unreligious people, do amazing things. Just because someone makes a mistake in their life or isn't who people want, or people look a certain way or act a certain way, doesn't mean they're bad people. And throwing somebody under the bus over something that's not true is terrible. No one has the right to judge anybody based off past mistakes, whether they are true or not. That's exactly what it is, Bounty. They are mad because you have information that you're not going to be sharing on social media. And that's how we know you're doing the right thing. Because if you weren't in it for the right reasons, then you would be posting all of that on social media. That's how we know you have the right intentions. And that's why I have respect for you. That's 100% why.
So honestly, I like it when people talk negative about me. If that's what they want to do and it makes their day much better, that's great. It means my name is still floating around in their mind when they go to bed at night. So Bounty, I would not let them bother you.
Absolutely not. No, absolutely not. Because honestly, you just have to look at the source. That's what I would say. Look at the source.
So I just
Oh,
take a
Lord have
second
mercy.
to remind everybody, if somebody is asking for monetary donations for the fence, absolutely not. There's one CA, and that would be Lisa's. She is the daughter-in-law of Grandma. That would be the only CA. I highly strongly suggest if you're local, you just drop off fence panels to them directly. If somebody says, oh, Mouthy said you can send me. No, Mouthy did not, because Mouthy is against the cash cows. Mouthy would never tell anybody to send anybody money. No, 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 and no. Please, if you see that, stop it right away. And if you don't want to stop it and get involved, message me or Merch or invite us into the live, and I will stop it right away. I have no problem being.
Oh, did you cut out, Ma? It looks like Bounty has requested to come in, so it looks like he might have bad service, or one of us has bad service. It just shows he's loading in and out, so I'm just gonna give him a minute. They will make copies 50 for free, but here's the thing, I need someone to take a flyer there. Okay, let me message Crossroads and see if she can take a flyer there, or Caleb. Can someone... Oh, he dropped back out. He might not have great service. I'm not sure what he's doing. No, Celeste. Thank you so much. You did a great job getting that information to us.
For Celeste. That's awesome. Win for you, girl. And no, I don't believe Celeste can do it herself because if I remember right, she has little ones at home and she's unable to do that. But what she did was
Yes.
amazing.
Yes. Then that's what I mean about community coming together. If you can't go out and protest and you can't go out and put boots on the ground, there's ways to help. Like Celeste. Did she have to donate money or CA anybody? No. She made a phone call for us. She got information that we needed to get free flyers. And that's amazing. We didn't have to cash cow it or fundraise for that at all. Okay, Bounty, I've got you.
I muted so he could come up here. I didn't want to talk over him. He barely talks, so I wanted to
Yeah, I
make sure he
know.
had plenty of time.
I know. He had requested, and I was like, ooh, instant.
I don't have a very good signal, but how are you guys doing today?
We're doing pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad.
But yeah, just to reiterate, Bounty, nothing but respect for you and what you're doing. You can tell you have good intentions because you're not plastering it all over social media like other people.
I don't know. How do I do the green screen
Oh,
where I can show a picture?
you would have to hang on one second. I actually have no idea. It's because we're on voice only, actually. So let me back out and I'll do video so that way you can do that. And then I can explain it to you.
Okay.
Sound good? Okay, I will be right back, everybody.